leave here feeling that you are empowered with more knowledge than you came here with. The main intent of this whole program is to give you an education so that when you go in for service for your automobile, you're not going to be taken advantage of, because it happens way too often in this industry and I can't stand it. And the best way to do that is to educate people. That's where we come up with knowledge is power. AC Delco is the person that has put this knowledge is power seminar together. We want to answer all your questions. We want you to leave here feeling that you are empowered with more knowledge than you came here with. All right, we're going to move on to the electronic or ignition system. The starter and solenoid. The starter is an electric motor that cranks the engine over. The engine has to turn at about 450 RPM in order for it to catch and start. So it's the cranking motor. It's located somewhere down on the engine by the transmission to turn the flywheel. If you don't get the engines turning fast enough, combustion won't happen, your car won't start. So it's kind of an important thing. In the ignition system, you have what's called an ignition module and an ignition coil. That's going to be the module, and underneath is going to be the coil. The module tells the coil when to fire, and then the fire comes out these spark plug wires to your spark plugs. On older versions of vehicles that don't have that type, you have what's called a distributor. It rotates in the middle and has a rotor, and it sends the spark out each one of these terminals to the proper spark plug in the right sequence. Spark plug wires are electronic wires that carry the spark from one end, goes through the wire to the other end, and attaches to the spark plug. The spark plug screws into the cylinder head. The spark starts here, travels through here, which has got a bunch of resistors in it, and then it fires the gap right here. And that's what ignites your air-fuel mixture, causing the combustion process to begin. The alternator generator is usually mounted on the engine in the front. It's usually belt driven. There will be a belt here. And this alternator recharges the battery and it runs the car. So all the electricity that your car uses with the heated seats, the heated windows, the air conditioning, the heating, all that needs that alternator to run. Without that alternator, your battery would go dead and then you'd be stuck. The battery is an electrical storage device. The battery is used for high voltage and amperage to start the starter motor going. After it's got the starter motor going, then it rests and the alternator replenishes it for the next time, and then the alternator runs the car.